already sick of the company and corporate International Women's Day posts, so here's my hot take. No company is truly inclusive. I say this unsurprisingly as someone that since the age of 18 has been described as a force in nature, when actually I'm just really freaking good at what I do. People are just so used to women being so soft, not being assertive, not calling people out, not holding people to things, that they just can't cope. I say this as someone that if I was a man, I wouldn't get the feedback that I continually get throughout my professional career. Although I've never actually been called emotional to my face, and I think that's because I'm not emotional, I'm too factual for anyone to call me emotional, but that's a side point. Whatever company I've worked in, whatever industry I've worked in, I have experienced the same problems, and I know people that are similar to me that have experienced the same problems. I've been the one female with 3 other directors or VPs travelling and had everyone look at me assuming that I am their PA rather than being there of my equal merit, if not sometimes better. Like, these companies want to put out a statement saying, oh, we're so inclusive, we love the women, and they'll find the token women in their organisation, the one engineer out of thousands of engineers that happens to be a woman and isn't there because of anything that they've done. She's there despite everything that they've done. If she dare tell the men what to do, she's going to be called bossy, not assertive. And let's look at all of those companies that are inducing return to office mandates. Let's look at who's on the leadership team of those businesses and wonder why they don't believe in working from home and the benefits that brings to people in their organisation. It's getting so bad now that there is an industry starting to be built around helping women getting back into the workplace because it is that bad. There are entire businesses and frameworks built around getting people back into the organisation, and companies look at this and they go, oh, look, this is great, we've got this initiative, we're using this company and we are therefore bringing women back into the workplace. Do you know what the reality of that is? The reality is, if these companies were genuinely inclusive, if these hiring managers genuinely had an open mind to accepting anyone, those programs, those initiatives, those businesses wouldn't need to exist. I have sat in rooms with business leaders and they've gone, we're going to start using this company to, for STEM returners. We're going to use STEM returners to get more women into business. And I've sat there and I've thought, but those same people, and I've watched this, I've done the analysis on this, I've watched companies implement programs specifically targeted at bringing women back into the workplace. At companies that are looking to bring in a diverse workforce into their organisation. And they've used these programs, and quite often they have already had people apply for that role and they have rejected them. But the minute they're part of this program, this initiative, suddenly they're the best things at sliced bread and they're interested. And I've called them out on it. I've said, this person already applied, but you dismissed them probably because you were, your unconscious bias. But now you've got a different lens. Now you're genuinely thinking, okay, I need to do something about it. Now you've decided that person's okay. You need to have that thinking all of the time. You shouldn't be pushed into thinking a certain way to get that same result. You should get that result on your own merit. And if you disagree, if you've had a different experience, I would love you to comment the companies that you know that are genuinely inclusive, not just of women, genuinely inclusive. Pop it in the comments, because we know that all of these programs exist, but people never stay at these companies because whilst they may have been recruited in, they then don't fit because they're not fitting the mould, their existing mould of what they look for. They're not the culture fit, and so these people don't last. And so I want to know, you comment, if there is any company that you have experienced that is genuinely diverse, that they bring in these people and these people stay.